and today I woke up and I just realized, oh my God, it's the end of February. We're in the last week already. Where did the time go? You wake up, you blink, and then it's already March. And for those of us who are working here in Vietnam, the end of March also signifies a movement in the labor market. This is when most people, after they collect their bonus payouts, will be looking for a greener pasture. Now, regardless of where you are in your career, let's be honest. The most nerve-wracking part is not the interview itself, it's the salary negotiation part. When you reach the salary negotiation part, it means you've come so close. You have already invested so much and you absolutely don't want anything to go wrong at this point. And of course, every party at the negotiating table is about how they want a fair and competitive package, but exactly what defines fair and competitive can be very different for each of the parties involved. Now, if you are looking for a job and you are at the salary negotiation step, I have just the perfect book for you. It's called, oh God, I just forgot the title for a second right here. Okay, so the book is called Never Split the Difference, Negotiating as if your life depended on it by Chris Voss. Now, Chris Voss is a former FBI's top negotiator for high-stake cases. In this book, he documented his experience, his learnings, and his tips, his advice in a very readable and very enjoyable way. The book is broken down into 10 chapters. Each chapter is an important tool in the negotiation process. It comes with case studies, real-life examples, analysis, and a very practical bullet point summary at the end. And there's also a one-sheet preparation plan for all kinds of negotiation, from buying a car to negotiating your pay rise or your salary, or even for cases when you're deliberating with your partners. The key takeaways that I remember from reading the salary negotiation case study in the book is that it's not just about the money. There are other non-salary terms on the table. For example, training opportunities. You need to be pleasantly persistent on those terms. And secondly, you're in this job for a long time, so you're not negotiating for just the money. You're negotiating for your long-term success with it. Try sparking the interviewer's interest in your career with the company and gaining yourself a useful unofficial mentor by asking questions like, what does it take to be successful here in this company? Another thing that I love about this book is that it doesn't fall into the win-win or compromise trap, or it doesn't give you all those things that manipulate people. It actually emphasizes that the foundation of good negotiation is built on the understanding of the other party. How do you get that understanding? Is through empathy and active listening. So there are lots of useful tools in there for active listening techniques that you can use in everyday communication. Now that you have your negotiation skill all brushed up by the professional, you still need to have a number to go into the salary negotiation. This is when I would suggest that you go and look for things like salary guide, where they list out all the positions and the salary range corresponding to each of those positions. Most of the salary guides could be free. If you're in Vietnam, I think the best free salary guide at this moment is the ADECO salary guide. And I'm not just saying this because I'm on the team that produced and launched the salary guide, but I'm saying it because it's very clear, it's very informative, and it lists out not only the salary itself, but also the kind of experience that requires to go with each job. And you can actually use this as a useful reference tool. The ADECO salary guide covers both the north and the south of Vietnam. Now that you have these tools, it's time to go and put them into practice, and I wish you all the best in your salary negotiation or whatever kind of negotiation you find yourself in. Have a nice day. Bye bye.